Ian, have you got the frustration of Tuesday's game against Accrington Stanley being off out of your systems yet?
Yeah. I mean, look, there's no point in being too frustrated about something we can't control. So disappointing, obviously, because we prepare for the game, and I also know they were disappointed, obviously, probably more than us because they had a lot of travel. But yeah, nothing we can do. So we just have to try and look on the positives. We had a bit of a rest then, and we trained really hard today, and we just focus on the next game.
And does it actually give you a little bit of extra time to prepare for Plymouth? Because I guess you haven't needed a recovery day.
No, we haven't. We certainly didn't need a recovery today. No, we trained. The players trained really hard today. We kind of had to make up for what we missed last night. So no, the boys trained. They trained well. They'll recover tomorrow, and then we'll just we'll do one more session before the game on Saturday, on Friday.
Have you had to sort of look after them at all this week because of the exertions and the heat up at Lincoln last Saturday?
Do you know what? We probably reduced it a little bit on Monday based on that it takes a little bit extra out of you on the demands of the game on Saturday. So I think we took care of that on Monday and prepped for Tuesday. But obviously with Tuesday not happening now, we've kind of had to rejig the week, think on our feet a little bit, and just prepare them for the next one.
And no problems with your training pitch down in Chippenham?
No, it was great today. A little bit of water on it, ball moved quick, so I think we had happy players today.
You said at the start of the season you were picking your 11 probably each week from a group of around 15 or 16. Do you feel that that's grown at all since the start of the season with, you know, the addition of Connor Wickham, Oliver Casey emerging over the last couple of games as well? Yeah,
I mean, obviously Dokes we've lost to injury, and Harry Boyes, but we've got the addition of players coming in recently, and even like players that we brought in that we kind of said need a little bit of development and work, like Jacob Jones is much closer to the starting 11 now than maybe we thought he would be when he first came in. He's done really well. Harvey Bunker, young lad, is really doing well in training as well. So there is more options there than probably at the start of the season, and there's plenty of competition, and I feel like when we change one or two players out, we're not losing too much strength. We're gaining fresh players, and we've got quality.
And how pleasing is that? Because that almost sounds like that's come about quicker than you might have expected it to.
I think the players are just working really hard. I think it's a product of them training well every day, so that creates a bit of competition within the squad. I think when players have come out, you know, we've rotated a little bit, and players haven't been disappointed when they've come out, or of course they've been disappointed but not visibly shown it. They've just kind of knuckled down and worked really hard and been really disciplined. So I think based on that, it's I think the group's a strong group and they push each other well.
Plymouth obviously at home this weekend. They lost 5-1 at Charlton on Tuesday. How much of that do you put down to James Wilson being sent off?
Yeah, I would say a lot. I mean, watching it back, it's fairly even the first half an hour or so. Obviously, Charlton get the goal, and then they have the red card, and then the game unravels for them, and that can happen. They'll of course be hugely disappointed, but I think the game took a different course after the red card, so I don't read too much into it. They'll obviously want to bounce back straight away. They'll be disappointed naturally with the result, but I think the result was a large part paid to the red card that was there.
And you talk about that response that they'll want of themselves. Do you almost, as a manager, sort of viewing your next opponent, sort of hope that they don't lose too badly in their previous game?
Yeah, a little bit. When you see it like that, you always know that there's probably going to be a reaction off the back of it. You know, if my team got beat, then certainly you want a reaction. So they'll no doubt be looking for that. And when you see the result, you think, okay, that changes the complexity for the weekend maybe a little bit, but we focus on our game. You know, we focus on doing the things that we know we can do well as we possibly can.
And no doubt you'll know all about what they're capable of. They showed it when they beat Peterborough 2-0 last Saturday as well. Absolutely,
really good performance that day. I thought they passed the ball in that game exceptionally well. So yeah, we know. Look, they're a good team. They were right up there last year, and I think they'll probably be fighting up and around it again this year. Of course, last night there was a bit of a setback for them, but I think it's not a reflection on where they are as a team. I think it's a strong side that they've got.
I suppose the one thing missing for the start of the season for Forest Green, some points at home, limited opportunities. Obviously, you've only played Ipswich at home in the league. How good will it be to get up and running?
Yeah, I mean, we enjoyed obviously the Leyton Orient game that got us off the mark in a competitive game at home. Like you say, we've only had one league game at home. That was Ipswich. Obviously, clearly a top team, but I thought we played very well in that game. So no, I was looking forward to last night, but of course we didn't play. So hopefully we can get up and running this weekend.